NBC4's Hetty Chang live right now in Costa Mesa. Apparently a large tree came crashing down on 22nd and Tustin Avenue. Hetty, is that what we're seeing or hearing behind us? You?
Yeah, it is a massive tree. Take a look. I'm about 5 feet tall. I know that's not saying much, but comparatively, this is a very, very large tree. The city says they weren't really certain, but the neighbors say that this is a very large eucalyptus tree that has been on this corner for many, many decades. And if you take a look at the roots, it looks as though it was just uprooted in this storm. And it doesn't have much real estate to work with here in this corner here, but this is the corner of 22nd Street and Tustin Avenue. It's right on the border of the city of Costa Mesa and Newport Beach. We just saw a city spokesperson, not a spokesperson, but a city crew from the city of Costa Mesa coming out here to survey the damage. And he said that he wasn't quite sure whether it fell on city property or not. This might be the homeowner's responsibility. Speaking of which, we went around, talked with some neighbors, and many of them tell us that this home was sold several months ago. So it's kind of been just sitting here empty. So we haven't been able to reach the homeowner of this property. But again, yeah, this very massive tree, neighbors say it's likely a eucalyptus tree that has been here for several decades, came crashing down right around 2 p.m. this afternoon, according to the city of Costa Mesa. They say there were no injuries reported and no property damage reported, but you can see at least at the front gate here, one of the pillars kind of slanted to the side here, so at least a little bit of property damage here at this location. We have checked in with some of the other agencies, some of the other cities that experience flooding and some issues anytime it rains, especially the Orange County burn scar areas like the airport fire, the low-lying areas of Seal Beach. We checked in with OCFA. So far they say no major issues, and we were out in Irvine doing a story all day long. There were times of heavy pockets of rain and wind, but it lightened up pretty quickly. And that's when we got the tip to come here to Costa Mesa, where Colleen and Michael, you can see in front of us here, a very, very large tree came crashing down this afternoon. City officials saying they do believe that this is weather related. That's the very latest here in Costa Mesa. Hetty Chang, back over to you.
Hey, Hetty, before we let you go, we just want to make sure that it seems as if the tree landed between the gate and the house. No damage to the house from your vantage point?
From our vantage point, I mean, it looks as though maybe some of the branches have reached the front of the house, but most of the property damage that I'm seeing is the front gate here. So there's a gate in the front, and one of the pillars on the front certainly got some damage, as well as the light pole here. But again, you can see what happened here. This very massive tree looks like it was just uprooted, perhaps with the moisture, perhaps with some of the wind, and it caved into the front yard of this corner building, the corner home here, I should say, that neighbors tell us was sold several months ago.
All right, presumably very lucky for that new homeowner. All right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
Very shallow roots there, but Hetty's right. That is an enormous tree.
Yeah. All right. Meteorologist Melissa McGee is here with a look at our wet first alert forecast. That rain was no joke.
Yeah, no, that front came through pretty much on time when what we were thinking was going to come through. So once we go throughout the rest of the evening, we've got some scattered showers. Some could be heavy, but the heaviest, the most intense rain really starting to move on out. First Alert Radar Network showing you we just do have some moisture across the region. I want to go in a little tighter to a couple of spots that we're tracking here. Moore Park, Thousand Oaks, Simi Valley, moderate to locally heavy pockets of rainfall across the region. I want to swing you over out across areas in Riverside County along the 15-215 split from Temecula, Murrieta over into Lake Elsinore, Paris. We've got pockets of heavy rain. So this is going to lead to some localized flooding, even though that flash flood warning has expired for much of LA County. Moisture continues to press to the east of LA County. You could find that, and even some snowfall for Running Springs over into Seven Oaks, Forest Falls, and out across areas in Big Bear, where the heavy snow will continue. Now, as we move down in elevation, we still do have a flood advisory. So this is really for LA County, even across areas in Ventura County. This is going to stay up until 9 o'clock, already finding street and low-lying areas with some poor drainage issues. So watching this as we go throughout the rest of the evening. The other part of the story, and something that was well advertised, is that this is a cold winter storm. Look at these numbers. Big Bear in at 30, 43 in Victorville, 50 degrees degrees only in Santa Clarita. We've got 52 degrees there in West Covina. Let's talk about what's to come. What's next as we head out for the rest of tonight into your Tuesday. Scattered showers for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow it's cloudy. It is cooler. Might even find some breaks in those clouds with a few pops of sunshine. On and off scattered showers will continue, some of which will be locally heavy. Then once we get into Tuesday night, tomorrow night into your Wednesday, I'm tracking a second wave that's going to move on through. The difference with this wave is that there's less moisture in comparison to what we had today, but that drains down the colder air and the snow levels are going to drop as well. So let's time this out for you as we go into time. Futurecast showing you for the rest of the evening, the scattered showers will continue. Same thing during the overnight hours. You get up early tomorrow morning, just some light activity, even pops of sunshine. Then here comes that second wave really close to the midnight hour tomorrow. We've got the rain pressing on through, and then behind that, the colder air is going to filter on in, and there's another wave that moves in, the last one as we head into our Thursday morning, and that's going to drop that snow out across areas along the 5 up through the high desert, and the snow will continue heavy at times for the mountains. So in terms of the impacts for our mountain spots, heavy snow will continue Tuesday night into your Wednesday. Above 6,000 feet, we could find more than a foot of snow, and light snow is expected right along the Grapevine and the high desert as the snow levels drop. So blowing snow is a big concern. Reduce visibility. Avoid travel to the mountains if you're not already there. Here's your forecast for the basin on your Tuesday. 61 degrees, 61 for the coast. Still unsettled Wednesday and Thursday. Finally on Friday, we'll start to clear it out and we'll warm it up just in time for our upcoming weekend. 50s on the way for the valleys and the IE the next couple of days. On and off scattered showers tomorrow. Even breaks in those showers with a little bit of sunshine before that second wave moves through Tuesday night into your Wednesday morning. High desert, 51 degrees for your high temperature tomorrow. Upper 60s for the low desert. You'll be hanging out in the 60s right through the end of your work week, and then we rebound into the 70s with more sunshine, drier air moving on through by then. 30s on the way for the mountains Wednesday and Thursday. We're still unsettled. We're tracking that heavy snow. Winter storm warning is going to stay up for the remainder of this week. We'll keep you posted.